I'm running out of storage in my main PC, so I bought this dual hard drive enclosure. It is Silverstone SST-TS231U-C dual bay 3.5 inch RAID enclosure USB 3.1 type C. So that's how it looks from the back. Here we can set the RAID mode. You can see there is no RAID, RAID 0, RAID 1 and just bunch of drives setting. I'll be running this at no RAID settings. USB-C, and here are my hard drives, two 4 terabytes drives. I got them together with a very cheap CCTV digital video recorder, and basically I harvested that from the CCTV device. And then obviously we need some USB cable. I have two cables. I'm going to test both of them to see whether there is any difference in the speed. You don't want the cable that is too long, and obviously it needs to be 3.1 specification, so it needs to contain additional super speed lines. And so let's get the drives inside the enclosure, and then I'll connect this to the PC. One thing I need to do, I need to remove the screws that were used to hold the hard drives in the previous device. So, okay, and then just open the door. And we eject these two adapters. These are adapters for 2.5 inch drives. So both these adapters are removed, and then we put the drives inside. Okay, and the other needs to go in. Okay, so here it is sitting at the back of my PC. So this is my main open frame PC, and it's going to sit here behind it. Here are some indicators, LED indicators, power and the status for drive 1 and drive 2, and let's switch it on. I think it's a little bit noisy with this fan in the back. There it is, you can see the LEDs go power blue, initially both red and then both blue, means they seem to be working. It is a little bit noisy. It does sort of like seem to create some noise. Okay, I may actually try and turn it, because that's where I'm sitting, so I try to turn the fan away from where I am. So we need to set up the disk. It says press set button for 5 seconds to confirm the new settings after we change the setting at the back. So I set it to non-write. So basically my disks are separate, and they hopefully I'm not going to lose any data if one of those disks fails. First is to go to disk management menu. So let's go there. So right click, and here is disk management, and I have disk 3 and disk 4. So these are my 4 terabyte disks, and I need to initialize them and get them ready. And here are my 2 new disks ready to be used. So I start to copy files into them, and yeah, I think it's going to be only backup for my files, because the fan is really noisy and I don't think it should be on for all the time. So basically I'll be only using this to pull the files back to my main system. Great, job done. The update is that no matter what cable I was using or what settings I used, I never achieved more than USB to O speed. So basically the maximum transfer speed is 40 megabytes per second, which is quite slow. I was expecting at least 10 times more with the USB 3.0. So I'm not sure whether this is a problem with the enclosure, this is a problem with my computer, with my PC, with drivers, or is it indeed problem with the cables. I tested with 3 quality cables and still hasn't managed to achieve a speed with both USB-C to USB-C and USB-C to USB-A. So I'm not quite happy with the speed. I'm going to use this only as a backup storage, so for me it doesn't matter. I can sort of like copy the files slower, because this is not going to be transferred during any work, but still I was expecting a much faster speeds between the enclosure and the PC, so I wouldn't say I'm 100% happy with that.